we're unmasking all new updates on our most outrageous, memorable virtual guests from this season. So let's get back to it. Now, we were all shocked when we met a man named Rocky and his two sister wives, Jennifer and Victoria. I mean, that's right. Rocky had been in a relationship with both of them at the same time for over a decade. And together they were raising, 10 children. But Rocky wasn't sure if he was the biological father of 4 of the 10. Watch. You live this kind of polyamorous lifestyle, so why don't you explain it to me?
I mean, what can I say, Maury? I fell in love with 2 women, man. I'm addicted to women and fast cars.
You have what you call side pieces on top of that.
I call it my catch and release program.
So then you come back always to these 2.
Yes, always. They'll forever be the loves of my life.
Why would you have doubts about their children?
Some of these times, man, and especially with my oldest, Taya, and with Angel, the situation, man, I was on the road a lot. The lifestyle that I live, being with so many women, I know how women are.
This is just the way it's supposed to be. Some people say we're doing wrong, but what's right and what's wrong? Nobody really knows the truth.
Do you believe all these kids are his?
Of course. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Get the feeling you're a good father.
Yes, he's a great father, Maury.
It was time to reveal 4 DNA results. Was Rocky the father of these 4 children? Watch. Do I get the feeling that the 2 of you want to be with him the rest of your life?
Yes, sir. He's my soulmate. He's the love of my life. He's my king.
We fell in love with the same man. We adore him. We don't ever want to leave aside. Yes, I have left for our issues, but it's not that I don't love him.
In the case of 4-year-old Tatiana, Rocky, you are the father.
I told you.
In the case of 2-year-old Lazaro, Rocky, you are the father. In the case of 1-year-old
I
Anonymous,
told you. They're all yours.
Rocky, you are the father.
I told you.
In the case of 2-year-old Angel, Rocky, you are the father.
I told you.
After those results, have Rocky's suspicions disappeared? Does he trust them more than he did before the show? Here's their virtual video update.
Hey, Maury, it's your boy Rocky, and guess who I'm with? Our beautiful ladies, Jennifer and Victoria.
Hey, Maury. Thanks for proving to Rocky that he is the father to all these kids.
Yeah, we're raising an army over here.
And the least he could do is accept all these kids.
And I do, because these ladies proved themselves to me.
That's right, we did.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Maury.
Maury, bye.
Bye.
We wish them all the best. Now, this next story was about a man named Jeremiah who first discovered that his fiancée, Lakeisha, wanted a DNA test just days before our producers contacted him. Now, Jeremiah was aware that Lakeisha had cheated, but he didn't know the other secret that she was about to reveal. You had to tell Jeremiah something a few days ago.
I told him, I asked him, is it okay with you if we go up for a paternity test? He said, have you ever cheated on me? I said, yes, I cheated on you. And he said, how many times? And I told him, once.
You weren't totally honest with him, were you?
No, sir. I was not honest with him about.
Okay, how long has this been going on?
It's been going on for about 5 or 6 years now.
5 or 6 years? Jeremiah has no idea, Lakeisha?
He has no idea, Maury. He has no idea that I've been sleeping with Cedric.
Who does Maury look like?
I'm kind of confused, Maury. It's time for me to let him know because I feel like if I don't do it before Cedric do it, I'm going to lose my family.
So it was time to meet Jeremiah and Cedric and uncover the DNA truth. The results were in. What was it like when she came to you?
Overwhelming at the time for me to hear that my best friend, love of my life, has got a secret and she want to do a paternity test.
Did you ever suspect that she was stepping out?
No, I didn't suspect that.
Lakeisha, what have you been hiding from Jeremiah?
I've been sleeping with your best friend. He made me come Maury, Daddy.
What? You been sleeping with Sid? She's supposed to be my friend. I let you around my kids, bro.
And I apologize, man. It wasn't supposed to happen.
And I didn't mean
Supposed to
none of
happen,
this.
period, bro.
Right.
Brother,
It
I
wasn't
can't
even like
be your
that.
brother if you doing this to me. So you telling me you can be my son's father?
In the case of 11-month-old Kamari, Cedric, you are not the father. Jeremiah, you are the father.
Yes! Yes!
After the show, Jeremiah called off the wedding, moved out. I can understand that. Now, Lakeisha told us she hopes that they can eventually work things out, but for right now, she's living with Cedric. Who could ever forget Miranda? After an argument with her husband, Leo, Miranda admitted she met a man named Kobe walking down the street. 1 week later, Miranda and Kobe were sleeping together. And sadly, Miranda was not sure if Leo or Kobe was the father of her 4-year-old son, Eli. Watch. Who do you really think is Eli's father?
In my heart, I feel like Kobe's his father because when I look at him, I see him.
It's your husband, Leo, who wants to be the father of Eli, isn't it?
He's the one that's been the father to Eli. He's been there through my pregnancy. He's been there the whole time.
When you found out you were pregnant, what was your initial reaction? That it was Leo's or Kobe's?
My initial reaction was it was Leo's because Kobe had gave me the impression that he didn't finish.
Did you tell Leo at the time you were unsure as to who the father was?
I didn't tell him at first because I wanted to find out when I got
You
pregnant.
probably still
but
don't know who the father is.
You got a lot to do with why them kids confused. You knew you had sex with Kobe. When we was in that hospital, you just said you seen in his eyes that was Kobe. You could have said to me like a woman, Leo, let's have a DNA test. Can't take care of that kid by yourself.
I've
That
been
kid
doing
shouldn't
it.
Was Leo or Kobe the father of 4-year-old Eli? It was time to uncover the DNA truth. Kobe, do you think you're the father of Eli?
No,
Why?
I'm not the father.
Why not?
Because she was messing with other guys, the tattoo guy.
You say every woman in life needs to be 100% sure who their baby's father is.
If you're a woman and you know for a fact that you
Isn't this
Right
the
about
third
this.
baby that you didn't know if he was a daddy to?
Did you know when you first were with Miranda that she was still married to Leo?
No, I didn't. I was under the impression that she was with someone, but I didn't know she was married.
You look heartbroken.
Yeah, because I never thought it would come to this one.
You desperately want to be Eli's father.
I'm gonna be his father,
No matter what.
no matter what. He knows me as dad.
In the case of 4-year-old Eli, Kobe, you are not the father. In the case of 4-year-old Eli, Leo, you are the father.
I told you he was the
you.
father. I told you,
man.
I told you that.
Wow.
Kobe, see you later, Kobe.
All right, Mark.
Thank you for me.
Leo,
Yes.
that's why I do this show. Leo was the father. So what happened to Miranda and Leo after the show? We spoke to both of them, and guess what? We're happy to report they're working hard to successfully co-parent together. So we wish them the best. Now, we will never forget Taya. Taya came to our show because her boyfriend Robert was denying her 1-year-old son Braxton. Robert claimed it was impossible for him to father a boy, and his denials didn't end there. Let's let the clip explain.
How can you not make boys? He did not go to the doctors, as far as I know, to get tested to see if he can have boys or not.
When did he start questioning her?
He wanted to try to sit there and say that the picture that me and him took together was another guy. So he's basically saying that he was another guy that I was sleeping with in the same bed. Whenever she came out, that's whenever he started saying that I don't believe that that's mine because she has dark black hair. Kept accusing me of saying that I was sleeping with somebody. And I never slept with anybody. So I kept sitting there saying that I slept with this dude.
Who's just gonna come out and say they slept with somebody on a break and then say that they didn't once they get back?
Because you kept bothering me about it the whole freaking year.
Does she look like you now?
At first, Maury, no, she had black hair. She looked Chinese. She looked nothing like me.
Can't make boys?
No, I don't believe that.
That has nothing to do with me, though. What about my side of the family?
In the case of 2-year-old Britley, you are the father.
I told you!
And in the case of 1-year-old Braxton, you are the father. He was the father of both children. Were Taya and Robert able to work through their issues? Take a look at this video update.
Hey, Maury,
Maury, it's Taya and Robert. Thank you so much for proving to Robert that he is the father of our 2 kids. I always knew what was going to happen. Finally, Robert now accepts that he is the father and that he can make boys.
Thanks for everything, Maury.
Bye!
You are not the father.